I thought I'd show you guys my breakfast this morning. I just got, well, I say breakfast because it's my first meal of the day, but technically it's almost noon. And I just got home from working out and I got my oats. You know the drill, my friends, with my blueberries and these strawberries, guys. We got these last night, basically. They're almost gone. These are so good and they're huge. Ugh, so good. So that's what I am having in my coffee. And I'm all set. Nom, 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 nom. So I literally have been spending like the last hour going on to edit like my website. For those of you that are newer, I realized like I haven't really brought this up in a while, and I know I've got newer viewers and stuff, but I have a website and I haven't really changed a whole lot to it recently, but I have like all of my recipes on here. They're all in here in categories of like lunch, dinner, breakfast. And I actually just added my lasagna mac down here at the bottom. And I was thinking about doing that soup one we've been making a lot of recently because we seriously love it. And I kind of just made it like off a whim and didn't follow a recipe to make it to begin with. So I'll have to like remember exactly how I did it. Anyway, have like our vegan cut stuff here, Thrive Market, just a bunch of stuff that I always talk about to you guys. Some of the latest, I needed to update this so bad, and I did, of like grocery hauls and empties and that kind of thing. And then, sorry, I'm going kind of fast, but have my beauty section here, which doesn't have a whole lot on it, but just some of my things that I do talk about to you guys. Lifestyle tab too. And then of course I have my, and like contact information, but obviously most of that you guys already follow. And I have my store as well. I've talked about that more so, but I always say it's on my website, which isn't just a store. It has other stuff too. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. And if you are interested, though, I am still running this promo here for 20% off of anything, which I always appreciate your guys' support so much. And I just love making stuff for you guys. But anyway, I've literally been spending like the last hour and a half doing this. My kiddo's almost home from school, and I thought I would share it with you. Okay, little hack to show you guys. And I think there's plenty with bananas, but this works. So, okay, this was purchased today by Sydney, and these were purchased yesterday by me. Okay, so last week, same kind of thing. We were one day off, and I was like one day before her. I shopped on Sunday, she shopped on a Monday. Anyway, she came home, brought her bananas in, and she had this wrapped around it, like saran wrap around it. And like later, about 3 or 4 days later, I was like, did you do that? Or did they just come that way or whatever? And she's like, no, I put it on there because it actually makes them last longer. And sure enough, mine were all spotty, like a lot, like very noticeable, and hers weren't. and I didn't have it on mine. I was like, no kidding. So I think it actually works, guys. So I'm going to share it with you. So she put some more on today on both of ours. So I'm going to see how long this lasts now in comparison. Kind of crazy. I don't know. Who knew?
Hi, you guys. So it is Saturday, and I feel like I really didn't vlog that much this week, and I do apologize, but in my mind, I wanted to kind of save up time so that it wasn't super long, knowing that I had a weigh-in this week for you guys to give you guys my 9-month update. I believe that's what it is. And it kind of becomes a blur. It really does. So I mentioned on my last vlog, I believe, that I have my weigh-in and stuff coming up for you guys. And I did do that this morning. And then I even posted it on my Instagram and stuff, kind of keeping you guys posted. I was definitely trying to be a lot better this past week. That's for sure. If you hear that, that's the dog. But it is like crazy today. My hair's like a freaking disaster frizz ball, which by the way, guys, I know I always say this, I feel like I'm ready to cut like it off. But then I regret it. I always do. But I think it's time. It's just very like, it went from really healthy, really pretty, really good to like, it's done and it needs a whole other thing. But don't be shocked if I come back to you next time with like a bob. No, I won't do that. But anyway, so had that this morning. Went to the gym at 8 a.m. without my coffee, without anything. I take it to the extreme where I don't even like to like drink anything or anything before I weigh in. Stupid. Doesn't have to be all that, but that's just been my rigmarole. And so when at 8, that's when they open on Saturdays, and weighed in. And I am actually really, really happy that this weigh-in happened the way it did with the numbers that it is, because I really wanted to take this opportunity knowing that it's the end of the first month of the year. And so for so many people out there, this is that first month where you are either kind of like, you probably started your own, like, I'm going to lose weight this year or whatever it is, right? And now you hit the end of the month and you're either going, oh, look at me, I lost 10 pounds, or you're going, I can't do it. Nothing happened. The scale didn't move. It happens. We've all been there. And I'm really glad my numbers, even though deep down I wish they were like, you know, a little lower on the total number. I'm really happy to share this with you because I want you to see, and if you're not new here, you know I have the full breakdown. I want you to see what a body can actually do, even if that main number on the scale that we all dread barely moves. So I have that for you guys, and I thought I would take this opportunity, being that it's the first part of the year, there goes my pen, to kind of go over this paper with you guys again and how this works. And I want to do that because, again, so many people don't realize how weight can really actually work and what we actually consist of. And sometimes when that number on the scale doesn't move, or it goes up and you're kind of like, no, I'm a failure, you very well could be doing amazing. And I don't want you to get discouraged if that's what's happening to you right now and you're feeling like you're wanting to give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Our bodies are constantly doing this. So anyway, in a nutshell, but I want to say, I apologize if it's a little bit repetitive. I do remember, gosh, in the beginning part of when I started all of this, like 9 months ago, I went over this like kind of line by line of how this breakdown works. And so I apologize if it's a bit repetitive, but the reality is it has been months since I've done that. So I won't do it every time, but just to kind of start fresh again for the new year, I want to share this with you. I actually, at the end of December 28th was my last weigh-in. And December 28th, December 29th was my last weigh-in. I weighed at that time 169.2. And when I started, just to kind of show you, when I first started, which was May 8th of 2018, I was 191.6. So, I mean, it was great. It was great. But again, that's how I ended my year. So I just weighed in this morning and I'm 169.0. So I lost 0.2 pounds as far as the scale is concerned. But I'm so happy because this is what I'm talking about and what I really want to share with you guys. So I'm just going to cross out real quick and then I'm going to share this. It has like my ID number on here. I don't know if it really matters, but I don't know if I'm supposed to share that part. Anyway, let me explain.
So I had to print out my own because now they're doing it all through the app. So I used to have all these papers to show you guys. But anyway, that's why this one looks slightly different. But I just printed this out for you guys. It's called InBody. That is the machine that is used. And this weighs everything, you guys. It weighs your muscle, your fat, your water weight, everything. And it even breaks it down by like what your arm is, what your trunk is, like your torso, what your legs are. So, I mean, it breaks down everything. A standard scale does not do this. And so I want you to see that even though this paper right here was from, again, the end of December, 169.2 is my total weight. This was this morning, 169.0. Even though that was the case, I'm going to show you how that's actually not the case and what actually has happened in this past month. So since I show you month to month, I think it's kind of good to show you the month to month results. But at the end of the day too, I think what's the most important is actually comparing where you started and to where you are now. So I want to use those three. This is when I began, this is last month, and this is today. So on here, it breaks down, again, your intracellular water, your extracellular water, dry lean mass, and body fat mass. And then, so in lean mass, that's what I was when I started, to where I am now is 120, which means I put on weight. This is good though. This is what we want. We want muscle, guys. We want muscle. And I, again, was 191.6 to 169 today. And I'm still on my way, but right here again, it kind of gives you the breakdown of weight, and then it kind of tells you where you should be based on your height and age and all that. My skeletal muscle mass when I began was 62.8 pounds. This is in pounds. And last month, this is a big one, guys. This is where things change and get like, oh, I didn't realize. So again, I was 65.9 pounds last month, which puts me about 3 to 4 pounds higher than when I started in muscle, and which is a lot. Muscle weighs a lot. And now, so again, 65.9. Now I'm 69.2 in a month. That is massive. I was showing my coach this today too. He's like, Kim, what? It is absolutely possible, my friends, to bulk and cut, if you will, at the same time. It is not always fun and it's not always easy, but it is possible. And so in a month's time, again, I went from 65.9 pounds in muscle to 69.2. Then when you look at the body fat, so at the time when I started, body fat wise, I was 80 pounds or 80.9 pounds in body fat. Last month, I was 54.5 pounds. This is a huge jump, obviously, in body fat. This month, I'm 48.9. That's insanity. That is crazy, guys. So again, in a month's time, 54.5 to 48.9 is great. But what's happening, because I'm gaining so much muscle, even though I lost essentially almost 6 pounds in fat, which can't really be beaten, but I'm putting on this muscle, this final number here is not changing that much right now. Again, we're going to have months to come, and there we are. As of last month, I also, right over here, which I really like to see, right here, this number is what I have to lose. Again, this was last month's, to be ideal. Now, that doesn't mean that I can't lose more after that, just to be even more lean, and go from there and, hit those kinds of goals that I want to hit. But that is to be in my prime, right? To be perfect, like what you should be for your height, weight, age, all that. And I needed to lose 20 more pounds. I think I even told you guys that at the end of Vlogmas, that's what we're looking at for this year. Right now that we're in, I had minus 20 pounds to go. And if you look over here today, 13 pounds. That's insane. And so again, I'm just so happy to share this with you because I want you to see that, again, this number can play tricks on you. It really can. If I saw that I only lost 0.2 pounds in 30-something days, 32 days, I'd be pissed. I'd give up. I'd say this isn't working, but it is working. Your body's still changing. And it's changing for the better. And so please just don't give up. Like, just know that things are happening, even if it doesn't always appear that way. And this is not going to happen overnight. This is going to take time. So I don't know. I wanted to share that with you guys, just to kind of give you some more of this too. My BMI when I started, which I hate BMIs, like I just think they're so off. 33.9 is where I was. 30 is where I am today, or I'm sorry, last month, and I'm 29.9 today. That is a very hard number to move. It just is, but I'm going. I'm trucking along. My body percent fat. This is a big change now for sure. I was 42.2% fat. That means almost essentially I was 50% fat when I started, which is not great. It's not. Last month I was 32.2, which put me at about 10% like body fat change in the time of doing this in like 8 months, which is awesome. And then today I am 28.9. That's where my coach was like, holy crap, Kim, like it doesn't get any better than that. Like 32 to 28.9 in a month. Like, okay. So
I got a little bit more to go. Technically, if I hit under 28, that's where like I'm in a good range for not having like, diseases and those kinds of things. Your odds are more in your favor. So again, this number is not about looking like a superstar. This is about being at your prime health. Anyway, so I just wanted to share this for you guys. And then this kind of just breaks down again what each of my legs weighed as I go. It's kind of cool to see. This is showing over my month to month. And this is like your water weight too. Again, fat analysis in each area too. And I want to say like 4 pounds in just the trunk area in the last month, which is pretty good. That's like your stomach area. This right here, if you're not familiar with this, BMR, basal metabolic rate, this is the number that you burn by doing nothing. If I sat on the couch all day long, this is what I would burn, for right now anyway. And so that means if I did not move, I would need to eat essentially about 1,000 calories a day to lose weight, because you want to have about a 500 calorie deficit a day. Now, I do not do that because I do move and I do go to the gym and I do get my workouts in and try not to be lazy, So I actually eat about 1,800 calories a day now, and I'm still losing, as you can see. So get your workouts in, my friends. It helps a great deal. But I want to share that with you too, because I know a lot of people aren't super familiar with BMRs, like how that works. There's tons of BMR calculators online. You just literally put in like your weight and height, and basically it kind of breaks it down for you. It's funny, this number has actually gone up, not by much, but from when I began, even though I weighed more, it's actually gone like up because I'm more muscle now, and muscle burns faster. So it's kind of cool because we want this number as high as possible, because that means your body's just like going and burning, Anyway, so the other big one that you guys will remember too, if you've been following, is when I first saw this, I went, no, I did not like that. This number right here was my wake up call, which is so funny because I don't feel like it's a number that people really care about, but I did. It's your visceral fat level. It is what is the amount of fat around your like vital organs. And when you want to be a 10 or below. And when I saw that I was a 17 when I started, I went, oh my God. I just did not like that number at all. And as we've gone through these months, I am now at an 8, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, I'm not quite there. I got some more to go, and that's okay. But I'm excited. I'm really excited because this is just the beginning. I had a rough month. So yeah, I had a rough month. I felt like I did. That's what's crazy, is I just felt like with some of the changes I was making, I felt not great in the beginning when I did that. I didn't like it, and I was like, great, I kind of screwed myself and this and that. Like, I'm not going to have results. That's just what your brain will tell you. But the truth was, even though I was playing with things, I still wasn't going like overboard and like just smashing in food without thinking about it. I was changing my macros and playing with it, and then ended up going back to my norm anyway. And it's still fine. Everything's gonna be okay. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. And again, I'm happy that it turned out to be that where the scale barely budged, because it was like good timing, because I just want you to know that like, keep going, just keep going. If you're struggling right now, I understand, and your mind and body will throw you for a lot of loops. It really will, but it's so possible that you're actually losing a decent amount of fat, which is what is important, and gaining muscle. And the scale's just not always going to reflect that, but when you have something that's cool like this to like break it down for you, you can go, oh, it's okay. So yeah, I wanted to save some time to chat with you guys and share this with you. And I hope that it's helpful for you if you're struggling, because please, 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 please don't give up. Don't give up. This used to be my tight sweatshirt, guys. Like, seriously, my tight sweatshirt. And now it's just my comfy big one. Looks like my boyfriend's sweatshirt. I'm married. So, but you get it. You get it. And yeah, and it's so crazy how, I'm not going to lie to you and say that it's easy. It's not easy at all. It's very hard, and it's hard work to always be so good and make the best choices and all that. But at the same time, it's become just like a way of life. Like, I can complain about going to the gym from time to time, but I can also complain when I don't go because it feels really weird not to go. So point is, you can hit a place where, as much as you might be someone who hates the gym and you're over it and you don't want to have to work out and you don't want to have to do that, I'm telling you, you can change and be someone who craves it, you know, and it can be just a whole life-changing thing. It just takes time, and get a buddy that's going to help you and keep you accountable. Get a trainer, guys. I mean, it's worth it, and I have no regrets, none. And in 9 months time, here I am, where I needed to lose, I don't think I showed you that, but my original weigh-in, I needed to lose 47.8 pounds. That's what it says right there. 47.8 pounds. You see that and you go, so I have like basically 50 pounds to lose. How the frick am I going to do that, you know? And how long is that going to take? And now here I am today, 9 months later, which is not that long, looking at just 13 pounds to go, which I'm sure will be like, take forever, right? No, but seriously, I have 13 pounds to go, you know? It's pretty cool. Like, it's not that out of sight anymore, and it hasn't been all that long, and I haven't done anything extreme. I haven't done any crazy crash diets. I haven't done any kind of like fad shakes where I drink 2 shakes a day and nothing else. Like, I don't do any of that. I don't do that. Do I eat junk sometimes? Yeah. Am I gonna today? Yeah. And I'm just making better choices overall. I'm making sure I do track my food. I know a lot of people are kind of like to that concept, which I totally get, can be super annoying. I get it. But I think it's actually really smart to do it when you're new and you're struggling and you're someone who has struggled for so long to lose weight. It's time to make a change. So even if you don't want to do that, it might be what you need for now. It doesn't mean you have to do it forever, but it just gives you a new perspective on food and what food actually is and what it can actually add up to and all that. So I still do it. I think a goal this year for me will definitely be not doing it anymore and seeing how I do, but I'm not quite there yet. Not yet. So, but that's, I guess, the most extreme part that I do is technically I track my food. I use Chronometer. I love it. It's simple. I think it's $3 for a one-time fee to download it, like the app. I love it. And that's it, you know? Yeah, I eat vegan. But I'm not even like fully plant-based vegan. Like I don't eat just perfectly all the best foods out there, like fruits and veggies only. I don't. I eat packaged foods too, you know? And so, you know, it doesn't have to be this cookie cutter way, but it's also not going to happen all overnight by doing it that way. But personally, it's all about finding what's going to work for me long term. And I think I'm getting there. And I think that when you have those like results that happen overnight, as satisfying as that is, then what? You know, like, then what? You can't maintain that. And it's just like not worth it to do that, you know? So find something that you're going to stick with. Even our coach was talking to us today about it. Just like, this is about a lifestyle, and it takes years for people sometimes, including them, who are ripped and perfect bodies now, you know, but it's taken years to get to that place through trial and error. And so I'm glad to have their expertise so I can do it in less years, but still it's going to take time, you know? Anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. But beyond all of that, like, it's so crazy because I talk to you guys about accountability. I do every time that, like, get a buddy, get a gym buddy, get a trainer. Accountability is so important. But the reality is too, I have all those things, now, which is great. But I feel like because I've gotten to a place where I'm comfortable, I could manipulate my way through those people. And I don't mean that meanly, it's just life, right? Like I could get away with not coming to the gym probably for, a couple days here and there. I don't, but I'll tell you why. And it's not because of them anymore. I could probably, get Sydney, who's my gym buddy too, to like, let's just blow it off and let's go do this instead. But I don't. And I don't do those things because of you guys. And I don't do it because of me too, and I want this, but I do it also because you are my accountability. You guys reach out to me, and there's plenty, and I don't share your guys' stories, not all of them, and definitely will not on really personal ones, about things you're going through and how I've helped you just by showing this journey. And I'm not gonna let you down, like you guys keep me accountable so much more than you know. You don't even have to say anything. Like I just know every month I have to step on that scale. And every month I have to take that picture, whether I want to or not. It's a commitment I made to myself, and it's a commitment I made to you. And that's the way it is, and that in itself is accountability. That makes me go. That makes me work hard. And it works for everyone, right? And it's just, so point is I'm just extremely grateful for each of you. I mean, we say that loosely, but it's so true. Like, we say it loosely so many times, but we mean it, guys. Like, we are so grateful for you guys. And, it's crazy how I've struggled for years and years, and now less than a year, I'm on my way. And what do I have? I have you guys, and I didn't have that before. So there's that. But yeah, so thank you. And so with that, tonight, I think Sydney and I are going to indulge in some cookies, maybe some kind of cake. Because you have to live your life, my friends. You just have to. And kick back. We're going to enjoy Super Bowl tomorrow when you're seeing this, possibly. And Monday, start fresh. And that's what you got to do. You got to give yourself a little grace, and get back to the grind. And Nate's doing really good, by the way, too, and been going to the gym, and he's getting a buddy of his to go with him now who really needs it. And I don't mean that meanly at all. It's just he's got some weight to lose, don't we all? And it's almost like Nate's become like his mentor a little bit on that, and that's good for Nate too. And it just works, that's what we need, accountability, guys. I'm telling you, you have to have that. It's crucial. But he's doing really well. And I notice it physically on him, and he's noticing it physically on him too. And that in itself gives motivation. Yeah, so I'm gonna let you go. I'm going to share my picture here for you guys of my before and after. And yeah. So I don't know where I'm going 100% yet for shopping for groceries. It's like it snuck up. I don't need a ton because I did Costco last week. And usually when that happens, I just don't need a ton. Because I have enough food, right? But I do need a few things. So I'll probably do Trader Joe's, probably. And we'll go from there. But yeah, I was thinking of maybe another what I eat in a day this week. If you guys want to see that, thumbs this up, let me know, and I'll do that for you. We'll see. Oh, I do have another from Kasori. You guys know I love my Kasori stuff. They sent me a new high-speed blender. Guys, it looks identical to the Vitamix, like pretty spot on close. And at first when they offered to send it to me, I was like, I don't need it. I have a Vitamix, I don't need it. But do you guys remember like a year ago, or even a little bit longer now, I did that video comparing the pressure cooker from Kasori to comparing it to the Instant Pot. And the whole point of it, because Instant Pot is so popular, I still have mine, I love it. I wasn't trying to show like, guys, get this because it's better or whatever. None of that. It was more of, I wanted to show like, is it comparable? Or if it's not, is it super, super close to where the price point makes more sense to go that route? I was just thinking that would be a cool video to do again, is putting like the blenders to the test and seeing how like, does the Kasori one like pretty much do what the Vitamix does, because that blender is $80 versus like $400. So it's, again, not to say that I don't love my Vitamix, but maybe that one might be like a great alternative. Anyway, point is, I can totally film that for you guys too. That's what I was thinking. But I'll probably do that this week or the week after. Let me know what you'd like to see first, what I eat in a day or that. But I thought that would be a good video idea too. We'll put it to the test. But yeah, anyway, I don't know though. I haven't even opened it yet, but I just, from the box, it looks like identical. So there's that. Have a great day, guys. I will see you very, very soon. Love you guys so much. Just keep trucking along. I want to hear in the comments if you have started a new fitness journey, whether it's to lose weight, gain weight, maintain weight, I don't care. Start a new regimen of fitness, or a new diet like that you're doing. I want to hear it. How's it going? Tell me. And let's help each other out.
Set my world on fire. You said